For today's vocabulary, number one is the bottom line. The bottom line usually refers to the financial status, the final financial outcome in the account balance, which will dictate the budget, if you can do something or not, if you have the budget to do something or not for yourself or for your company. So that's usually the deciding factor. Because that is the deciding factor for a lot of companies, the bottom line is also an expression that we use for saying that the main objective or the main goal, the most important objective that you should reach or understand as the bottom line. So sometimes someone will give a speech, and at the end of the speech they'll say, but the bottom line is, and that means, but the most important thing is. So a lot of times people will give that, will say that expression in their speeches. Number two is a slump. A slump is basically when a company is experiencing some hard times. But you can go through a personal slump yourself too, if you're just not making that much money. And a lot of times we'll say that we are trying to get out of this slump. So if you have a period of time where you're not making that much money, the next thing that happens is you're trying to get out of that slump. Number three is gear. Your gear is basically the equipment or things that you use for an intended purpose. You can have hiking gear. So, you know, the clothes that you wear, the shoes that you wear, the hat, the backpack, the water bottle, all that stuff can be hiking gear. Photography gear can be another type of gear. The cameras, the lenses, the flashes, the camera bags, all the accessories, all of that is considered to be gear. You can even say that you're geared up to go do something, and that means that you're dressed up to go do something. I'm geared up to go hiking. I'm geared up to go running. I'm geared up to go exercise. I'm geared up to go out to the bar. And that's just saying that you are dressed and prepared for an intended purpose to do something. Number four is STEM, S-T-E-M. In this article, STEM refers to science, technology, engineering, mathematics. It's not that widely used or known. I wouldn't worry about it too much, but it's worth understanding for this article. And also, STEM is what we call an acronym. An acronym is when you take the initials of a word and you spell something with it. So any kind of let's see if I can find some acronyms that are famous. Any kind of word that's spelled out from abbreviations is an acronym. A lot of times the government, the U.S. government, will pass a law, and it will have an acronym. The Jobs Act in the U.S. For example, the Jobs Act stands for Jumpstart Our Business Startups, JOBS, and that's an acronym. See if I can find another one that's famous. I'll have to find it later, but basically STEM is an acronym, and it's good to know what acronyms are. That basically they're just abbreviations that spell a word. Number five, fly off the shelves is an expression for when something sells very quickly. As soon as you put a product that's very popular on the shelf in a retail store, it flies off. Like, people just are taking it right away. So when it flies off, flying off means that it's just like going very quickly. Yeah. And it feels like it's flying away. And that's our vocabulary.